Hi everyone, I've come to harvest some Duke York potatoes. These are my first earlies. I think they've been in probably about 10, maybe 11 weeks, something like that. I've not looked at the date when I planted them. It's around that. It was around the beginning of April, so it'd not be far off. Might not be anything special on them, but I thought I'll start harvesting because I've got plenty to go at. So I don't mind some small ones for potato salads and just baby new potatoes, but sometimes you do get the odd clunker. So I don't mind. I'm open to whatever comes out before the old blight comes. There's a few plants that are starting to get a bit rot on the stems and that, so I've pulled them out. I don't think there's anything too drastic, but obviously the roots down below will be probably a manky spud, but you can't, I can't remember how many plants I've got here, 126 or something, I can't remember. There's a lot anyway. So I say Duke Yorks, not the red ones, just the plain Duke Yorks. So my idea was just to get this first row out. I'm not going to harvest them all tonight. I might harvest maybe 4 or 5 plants. I think there's about 20 or 22 in this row. I can't remember offhand. So there's plenty to go at, and we eat a lot of spuds at our house anyway. So I've got a bucket here. So I'm going to weigh them. First thing I'm going to do is just reset my scales so I don't have to mess about deducting bucket weight off and that. And it weighs about a pound anyway, this bucket. Just old fishing scales, these. Let's say it's only for a bit of a record. I wouldn't mind trying if I can remember to see what my yield is overall if I weigh everything like this. Obviously you throw a lot away if you get dinked and by the fork and going a bit rotten, so you do, after a certain percentage you do lose. So first thing I'm going to do is get rid of some of these tops. So I'm going to have to get some secateurs or something and chop them off if I can find them, providing I've brought them with me. Well, they're not there. It's looking like it's going to have to be full-size shears. I nearly forgot to bring a garden fork as well, so I'd have been right up the creek without that. I'm just going to go in and pretty much cut these tops off. I can find what belongs to what. Got a green tub there. So I'm not 100% sure what sort of size these are going to be. I had a little peek a few weeks ago and there were some really tiny ones. Apart from one or two of the Charlottes had a few bigger ones, so you never know. Because I've had it before now where I've kind of thought, I'll leave them a bit longer, and when I've harvested them they're massive. Which I don't mind. I thought it's nice to actually get to harvest some spuds without having to cut the tops off and leave them for a couple of weeks because blight's got them. I thought I'll get an early pick on them. It saves me buying any spuds because I've run out. Like I say, to clear this area as well. So the plan is to put some peas in. Watch it, stinging nettle there. I'm not in the mood for being stung. Be careful because my wrist isn't so good either on my left hand. I've sprained it a bit, but I'm sure I'll manage. I don't know how many potato reveals actually I'll do. Once you've seen a potato reveal, you've seen them all really. So the stems on these aren't massive. Well, like I say, it can be deceiving. Because they're planted fairly close together, these, to be honest. They're about 10 inches apart. So I think that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's 4. Some more foliage out of the way. I wouldn't have minded, to be honest, digging the foliage in. But I'll not bother. I've got some old compost in my compost heap if I do that for my peas, but I'll probably just wallop them in, and what will be will be. Right, I think that kind of clears them out of the way. And place your bets now on how many I'm going to spike with a fork. Let's get some of these Charlotte tops out of the way. Pull that one off. Where's that? No. Right, yeah, we'll go with just them, see what I get out of that. I always like digging spuds up, to be honest, especially when it's a good haul and you flick the soil over and there's an absolute load there. So I can see one peeping at me there in the side of the mound. You know, it's quite big, to be honest. And I just hope I ain't got a case of like I did the year with a lot splitting on me. Like I said, I had a lot of leaf dug in this year. Right, here we go. Fingers crossed, no teeth marking him. And see how many I can spike. I like when it starts cracking open, if you see any. I'll see a couple. They're small, but I don't mind them that size. You know, because they are new potatoes. And there's a manky one. And a bit of splitting on the bottom there. And so far, a few. Not masses, quite a few small ones, but I mean, if I did like what Dan did, if I took them out carefully, replanted that, then fine. But I'm not going to. A dinky bit on them. Soil's quite dry, but it's slightly damp, probably. About a fork, well, spade spit down. Just keep turning it, because otherwise I'll end up spuds growing all over the place. Right, so not loads, but it's a meal. So when you've got 120 plants, 120 odd plants, that's quite a lot of meals. So I mean, you get a big one like that. You know, if you get a dry spell now, all I'm worried about is if you get a big influx of rain. That's when they'll split. They're all plenty big enough. You know, that sort of size is ideal for a first early. Okay, so keep turning. The odd stray one roll to the top. I mean, it's quite a substantial spud, that. You know, you don't mind losing the odd few if you get an overall decent yield. So there's a few little splits. Don't know why I got split in the other year, to be honest. I think it was Casablanca. I've never grown it before, and they're supposed to be fairly resistant to splitting, and bloody hell, they didn't have split. The only ones that really didn't split at all that year were me Maris pears. You know, they've always been good Maris pears. They've got this ground is it's a bit dry. Yeah, so far I've not put my fork through any. I'll probably, nearly did then, I'll probably turn this soil over again a week before I think about putting my peas in. Just firm it down underfoot then, just to make sure it's ready. And if I get any grass clippings before, I might put them in, just to really to put a bit of water retention stuff into the soil, really. And this is the last one, and then we can get the scales on them. I don't mind when they're like this. That's what I'm after. Not massive. They're not biggie, but I don't mind at all. Bear in mind it's 4 seed potatoes. You know, when I do them in pots first days, I tend to do, 4 potatoes per pot. I think it's just ease of harvesting why pots can be good. I don't know, something about the old traditional way. It's just bloody back-breaking sometimes. Get rid of that. Good job that's short, because my wrist is starting to smart a bit now. I'll weigh him and then I'll tip him on top of the soil so you can see him all. Fork out of the way. Alright, let's get some scales on the go now. Let's have a look. I'm not expecting much, but 5 1/4 pound. I don't mind. Like I say, it was getting in and getting them harvested early. There are small ones, but a couple of the bigger ones with the splitting, I'll chop them down. Overall, some nice potato salad. Because it's that time of year, but you've got plenty of salad and stuff, so I'm pretty happy with that. Like I said, I've got plenty to go at. I can see a Charlotte looking at me there, a bit green, so I'll just cover it over. Plus, if I'm coming up harvesting often, I can try and keep an eye on things blight-wise. Got a few strawberries that need picking. Not so many, like they're a bit. One half of them are looking a bit poorly. Don't know why. They weren't tended to in the cooler months. I'll give a bit of blood fish and bone and whatnot, like this half was. It's the only difference, really. They seem like they're really wilting. Like I say, I need to rethink the strawberry situation, because I need a good bed preparation, which I've not done for years, which it needs it. That's the spuds, so I'll get on and harvest a few bits, and then I'll show you what I've harvested. As I say, it's not going to be a massive harvest. I've just come to get a few bits, because I haven't got a lot of time. And tippling it, I just found my secateurs, which were underneath my little kneeling mat, which I wasn't using, so it's a bit of a waste of time having it with me, really, but never mind. Right, we'll get on with some harvesting. Okay, I've had a bit of a harvest, just a bit of a pick at things. I'll have a quick look on bench here before I go and lug it over to the van. Got some of these old mushroom puddings. I always keep these because they come in handy. So got some strawberries, some blueberries, some of the Equeel's broccoli side shoots. They've started coming already. You know, some of them are a bit open, but they'll be fine. They'll go down anyway. And of course the Duke York's potatoes. It's all a bit of a bonus harvest. I'm just going to get it all back over to the van now because the busyness of life is calling. I've got things to do at home. So just a bit of a quick update, you know, a bit of a harvest of spuds and some other bonus things. Thought just while I'm up here I'll do a little video. So next one, probably more harvesting, a bit in the garden, maybe some pricking out or sowing seeds, I'm not sure yet. Or when I get round to doing it. So thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.